this is session 1 for the Bourbon Plus blind tasting panel. I'll introduce myself, Misty Blue Stewart. I am the experience director here at Bourbon Plus magazine, formerly with Brown-Forman in the industry for well over a decade. Now, this is Chris Capaldi.
Hello, as she said, I'm Chris Capaldi. I'm the beverage director for McConnell Hospitality Group in Franklin, Tennessee, which chef-owned restaurant group, Red Pony, Cork and Cow, 55 South. I've worked there for about 12 years now. I've worked in the industry since I was old enough to wait tables, and started out as a server, worked as a bartender forever, and now I get the fun part of the job where I design the cocktail lists and curate the whiskey menus, where Cork and Cow, our steakhouse, has a substantial whiskey list as well as 55 South.
I'm Austin Smith. I am the Chief Operating Officer for Honky Tonk Party Ventures. We have transportainment, we have a shuttle fleet, we have a full bar, a retail, a hat bar and boutique, and soon to be a cantina. That is breaking news, folks, so don't spread the word too quick on that. I founded Party Fowl, Nashville's best hot chicken joint, and just gonna say it like it is. She said flew the coop earlier, and I was like, I see you. I see you. Before that, I was a wine and spirits distributor with Athens Distributing here locally, and worked mostly with Midtown, Downtown, Green Hills, Murfreesboro, so all around.
So we all have had some drinks together in the past, usually over ice and over maybe sports talk.
A little bit of tailgating.
A little tailgating.
Oh, for sure.
So this is going to be a little bit more structured. How it's going to work is we're going to smell through, then taste through 3 samples. Every session that we have is going to have its own category. Today's category is called the Malt Shop. So that really kind of groups our whiskeys together in malty, maybe cereal grain, maybe something that's a little bit softer on the palate than your high proof or high rye whiskeys. So we've got 3 samples in front of us. We won't know what they are until the end of the tasting. And we're going to work our way through this as a team, give each other some notes, and then do the big reveal at the end. So if you'd like to pick up your first sample, we'll do noses first, guys. So be vocal, tell us how you feel about it and what's coming through.
I was going to ask you, we're going to have a little bit of water in here so we can hit a drop or two just to make it.
Yeah. Smart.
That's a good point.
Because you like to swirl it so you get it breathing a little bit, and then when you smell, a lot of people just stick their nose in and take a whiff. You got to keep your mouth open when you do that, because then those flavors hit the back of your throat a little bit. It definitely makes them pop.
I think it's interesting when people, especially people that don't love whiskey, they're like, it's just so hot. And they'll, of course, close mouth, go to smell it. Ooh, well, that's burned off every, opportunity to smell something, right? Well, for me, it's almost like it's giving me some yeasty pie, a little bit of blue fruit pie.
Yeah. The hardest part is actually just not going right to it and sipping it,
Yeah, I know. That's absolutely true.
Do you guys prefer whiskeys that give you a little bit different on the nose and the finish, or do you like it to speak all the way through?
I like it complex. I like it to tell a story from front to back. Chapters in there. I mean, to me, this smells like more of a straightforward whiskey. I don't feel like it was finished in any other extra cask. I think it's pretty much straightforward, and I'm trying to dial in here.
I feel there's a little element of wet barnyard hay, just a little tiny esoteric element to it, not overwhelming, just
good funk.
Yeah, a little funk.
I feel like
I almost get a little honeyed. There's a very sweet note that's coming through there.
fresh leather in a way to a degree.
I'm getting something I can't pinpoint. It's not honey, but it's another very viscous, sweet.
I feel juicy fruity.
Yeah, it's definitely softer than the first one. I think.
But it's giving me a little bit higher in the nose, though, so I'm wondering if it's going to be higher in the palate.
All right.
I like it. I'm intrigued, but I want it.
This is so much fun.
I feel like maybe some stone stone fruit, like some stone fruit, maybe like some pear a little bit.
And some dusty
Yeah.
book pages, maybe.
Yeah. Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
like an old library.
Yeah. I didn't want to
book
use the
and
word cardboard. I feel like
Yeah.
cardboard's a very bad descriptor. It's not, or I guess not.
But now that you
Favorable,
said
but
that, damn it,
I know.
I get wet cardboard.
Yeah. Sorry.
I like
Take it
dusty
with
book.
Yeah.
Like a
Yeah.
dusty
Dusty
book.
book is
Rich mahogany.
yes.
Uh,
Yes.
Many
Very-
leather-bound
Many
books.
leather-bound
Yes.
books.
Yes. There we go. We're on something.
All right, I'm getting the
Yeah.
dust, but I get it more of like a virgin barrel that's been sitting there,
Yeah.
like just a dusty
Yeah.
virgin barrel. All right, so as we can see here, these are going to be 3 very different whiskeys within the same category. So if we want to start tasting, let's go.
Let's do it.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Tip of the tongue, top of the roof of the mouth.
Yeah.
That second swallow, though, there's a little bit of herbaceousness on that second swallow. It gives you a little bit more grip.
Yeah, it does. It hangs.
Strange. I feel like it was a little sweeter on entry the second time too.
Yeah. It like prepared the palate on the first one.
Yeah. It's like kind of hit the taste
So
buds.
much more.
Wake up. Get ready.
So, as expert tasters, would you say that that's indicative of the barrel treatment for it to be louder on the entry and softer on the second swallow, or is that just the nature of the whiskey?
I mean, if I think the barrel, obviously plays a part, but I think with that, it's probably, in my opinion, probably be more the mash bill, because even when you taste white whiskey, you can still, no matter what the mash bill is, you can get that sweetness. You can tell what it is. So, I think for me, I think that's where I get that from.
So, as far as the color goes, all 3 of them are pretty similar.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah, I feel like the sample 2 or B, whatever here, it's a little more amber
Yeah.
than the other 2.
So,
It's hard to tell though with the whiskey, unless it's like those, barrel finish, like a Cabernet barrel finished or something, something that imparts a lot of extra dark color to it. They're pretty much.
Yeah, this can
Really
expose
similar.
me when we start to do the reveal, but this one, I believe, like you, I think there's a finish there, and I swear that this is going to show that there's no cheating. We did not see what this was beforehand, but like that sweet note I got is a late harvest wine note, is what I was catching through there that I was trying to pick up on, and I know that I'm going to look foolish, but I can't wait to see why.
Yeah.
well, you'll find out why. I mean, we all will. Frankly, some of this is surprising to me because a lot of these whiskeys we've probably tasted before, but not against one another, not within its own category, right? So as far as the finish on this one, I keep wanting to go back and do another little sip.
I'm doing the same thing.
It doesn't have it's not giving me that dry finish. It's giving me that chewy.
But I'm getting a hint of charcoal as well, and I'm wondering if there's not a little home cooking on this first one. We'll have to see, but I don't know.
I feel like this might be a little bit younger too.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh, we got a guess on
Younger side.
age. That's our first guess on age. Number 2.
All right.
Sorry. Cheers. I forgot to do the table tap first time. I was like, I'm an amateur.
That's a
Well,
Have
rookie
you ever
move.
had toast before in your life?
Never leave any for the devil or for the table, right?
It could be a $300 bottle of wine, and when my
Yes.
wife and I toast, I still go down and tap the damn glass. I just.
It's the truth. It's the
I
truth.
can't
You know,
not.
this big, beautiful,
Yeah.
regal stemware. It's like
And then,
fancy.
it breaks.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Or
something
like
just-
champagne toast.
That's on bottle 3,
Yeah.
Y'all, this one was a nice little surprise.
You see what do you get it? The raisinated? There's something.
Yeah, down there.
Now that you've said that, I'm like, there's definitely a craisin element, like a
Yeah.
grand raisin.
I mean, you're thinking. I mean, if you're getting that, I mean, I think that was leaning toward like a port, maybe Pedro Jimenez sherry
This
finish
has
or
been
something.
manipulated with
This-
the finishing cask for sure.
This is shenanigans, y'all. The second swallow is even bigger.
Yeah.
And it's giving the sort of rye tingle on the tip of the tongue. I know these are all malt whiskeys, but it's giving me a tingle.
I'm not going to rate these against each other. I'm just going to rate them individually.
Definitely, I feel pretty confident that there's some barrel finishing there, whether it be
Yeah.
sherry, port, maybe ex-bourbon cask thrown in there.
This is giving me all palate. It's giving me all over. Can I say this one actually, the nose and the mouthfeel kind of, they relate. They're telling
They
the
do.
same story. They're singing the same song.
They do. I definitely get the rye component.
Do you think that there's any element of, a lot of people want to talk about the water source or the aging seasons. When we're tasting like this side by side, do you think that those things matter right now?
Personally, for me, I'll be the guy to say it. It doesn't really for me.
Yeah, I have to agree with that.
Yeah. So
We're in this together.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Wouldn't it be refreshing to sort of grade whiskeys within their categories within, versus...
But the first two are wildly different, and that's what's really fun about this is, they're all going to have a stronger malt component to them, but very different characteristics on the nose, the mouthfeel, the finish, like everything. The only thing they have in common is that they're similarly colored.
Yeah.
And, I'm going to go on a limb and say that they're definitely whiskey for sure. There's one thing I know
tasted
for
the
sure,
third
it's
one.
not tequila.
But I think on the nose, also whiskey. I agree.
Oh my gosh. All right. So do you guys have like a word that you would use, like, straw, hay? On the nose, I feel like those descriptors come through a lot stronger. On the finish though, are you picking up on any element? Is it fruit skin? Is it dried fruit? Is it a specific type of wood, tobacco? Like, what is coming through?
You're talking about on these specific ones, or okay? I feel like I could definitely get dried fruit. That obviously we think that our discussion about it being raisinated, barrel finish, and imports darker fruit, like maybe a little bit of fig, some dried cherry, for sure on that.
So,
one.
are we talking sherry cask?
I think, but then you get into the whole world of sherry, which that's what kind of sherry
Whole
cask?
game,
Is it Palo Cortado? Is it Pedro Jimenez? Is it Amontillado? Like, we're not even gonna go there. So, we will eventually when we find out what it is.
When we find out.
Yeah,
We're either going to look super smart
Yeah.
or really ridiculous.
they're gonna come out and say that's a Cabernet finish and they have tequila, and we're just gonna be fired from our jobs.
And I'll be like, can I take a bottle home? And I did not enjoy that. Can you cut that?
Well, the cool thing is you can course correct, right?
Yeah, yeah.
What you're picking up now might feel that way until you taste
Go
another
back.
whiskey against it. And then you're like, wait a second, now that I have a reference point. And we're about to have our third reference point. So,
All right, there
All
we
right.
go.
little sip of water.
Yeah.
Number
Cheers.
3.
Seriously.
So 7:30 in the morning here. We're getting it started. It's the Nashville way. So
Whiskey for breakfast. Tell me you're in the hospitality industry without telling me you're in the hospitality industry. Breakfast, bourbon, whiskey.
true.
Breakfast mimosas.
Well, it's funny. Now that we've tasted these first two, the nose on this one has kind of changed a little bit on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Bazooka.
Bazooka and Dirty Library Book. All right.
There is no presence of spice or rye. There's no...
No, it's very smooth. It's softer. I think it's definitely lower proof than the other three, for sure. Well, I say
Good.
for sure. Now it's going to be the opposite. That's how it's going to go.
Tastes like sweet tea.
Yeah.
Okay,
Just
so
goes
this is...
straight down.
Now, we're not supposed to say
Barrel-aged sweet
sweet
tea.
whiskey, y'all. We don't
Yeah.
call it sweet,
That's
but
true,
we
true,
would
true.
say this is the most...
This tastes like tea with sugar in it.
There we go. There you go.
Spade is spade.
So I think of, on the onset, this might be the most like the category.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree on the
I feel
proof.
like you get a little bit of cereal. I mean, the cereal grains come through, and I feel like the wood, there's more of a woody aspect to it as far as what the species of that wood is. I can't really pinpoint, but I feel like it's more dominant.
It's making me think that this is sitting in a barrel for a significant amount of time. This is not a young whiskey, in my opinion.
The barrel is so present, but usually when a barrel is present, you get a really super dry finish. But this is a really lush, ongoing, soft, sort of plush whiskey. So if it is a barrel finish, then what barrel would give it that sort of softness?
Yeah.
That would take away that sharp, dry finish.
If it could be a barrel finish too. As we were just talking about sherry. This could be, more of a Pedro Jimenez style, which is on the very sweeter end of sherry.
Yeah.
But I've also had some. Had a private barrel we did for a restaurant of a rum that was finished in Palo Cortado sherry barrels, and it's a drier, nuttier sherry. And I feel like that could maybe be the opposite of the two. Have a drier sherry finish on that.
This one's giving me fits, man. It's giving me fits.
Oh my goodness.
I mean,
Because, I mean, on this last go, it wasn't so much of a sherry thing. Like, now I'm thinking it's a wine cask, potentially.
potentially, yeah.
You know, because I'm getting a little more, like, maybe some tannic action in there.
So, you know, logically speaking, this would therefore have to be a softer barrel. And this would have to be more, maybe, who's to say?
You know,
And for those that don't already know, which of course if you're watching this, you already know, but the more you use a barrel, the softer it becomes because the action in and out of the barrel slows down. So in like for Scotch whiskey in particular, those barrels are older, so they're not really moving in and out as much. So you're not going to get as sharp a barrel component. Have you guys been able to grade sort of like your palate, your flavor along the way?
Yes, I've been kind of giving it my little 1 through 5. I mean, the second two are definitely, for me, more complex, and I think
for sure.
more my style than the first one. Although the first one's done really well, and I'm really torn on which one of these I like more because they're both so very different, and I feel like they're really delicious in their own way.
How do you see number one in a cocktail?
I would say I would see that more in old fashioned. Add some sugar to it, some citrus. I mean, if you're going to go classic style, but you know, if you want to get real fancy, some type of like, I think we made like some type of like peach cinnamon syrup with that. These two, I think it would be definitely more. I want to add as much sweet component, more Manhattan style, where there's like a vermouth or maybe some type of Amaro, like a black Manhattan.
Talking Amaros, this one tastes like Moletti to me.
Oh, yeah.
This one tastes like Montenegro to me.
Yeah.
There's like a big difference. And this first guy here, now that I've gone back to it after, I think 2 and 3 are in the running for our top favorites.
I think so, yeah.
But I did go back to number 1.
One is fantastic. It's
One
just
is-
these two are complex.
One is middle of the road. It's not offensive
Like
anymore.
I could chew on it.
Yes. It's I can sit on my front porch and drink this guy. Would you guys be willing to eliminate one that is not your ultimate favorite at this point?
I mean, I would probably say it's enjoyable, but the like you said, the complexity of sample 2 and 3, the curiosity of it all.
Yeah, that's exactly
I
what it is for
mean,
me.
you know,
Yeah.
the depth of flavor. I think probably sample 1 would be one that I would, if we were gonna
And I would say this
send
is
one,
a
cast off one
friendly
next out.
elimination. Like, we love you, and we hope you come visit often. But
Off
you
my
can't
front
hang
porch.
out
At sunset.
today
Yeah.
at this very moment. Like, we care about you, and I think that they did a good job. But I want to know more about these two.
Yeah.
Before we push him away, on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being the best, 1 being meh, according to its category, the malt category, I feel like it is a perfect 5 though. It is, what do you guys think?
I gave it a 3.3443 on color, aroma, palate, flavor, finish, and not because I was angry at it, because I felt like 3 is middle of the road, like expected, like this is mainstream, this is what I should expect from this. So I only went over 3 when I was like, I'm intrigued. What's up with this?
Yeah, I have to say the same thing. It's kind of like, it's very straightforward as to what it is.
Like they nailed it.
Yeah. But it's not, I feel like it doesn't have necessarily the extra oomph they're looking that I personally look for, you know, whenever I'm sipping whiskey. Something that makes it memorable, like the ones we were talking about earlier.
There you go.
You know, it's not that it's bad. It's not that I can't, you know, enjoy it on its own or make a drink with it. It's just, you know, it just kind of like it's.
I could drink
It's
it
there.
neat by a
It's good.
campfire. I can
It's
make
solid.
a cocktail with it.
Yeah.
It's fine. It does all the things.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good
There's
time.
something else happening over here that I just need to know more about. That's all it is.
So
Good
remove
job,
number
friend.
1. Remove number 1 from it.
So can we remove it?
Yeah,
We'll just
well, you can drink it
Yeah,
later.
okay,
You can
okay,
drink it
sorry.
later.
I don't know.
I was down.
I'm just really a
I was
bartender at
so
heart.
very down.
Your friends
You know?
from Bourbon Plus remind you to drink responsibly.
We've
All
got
right.
like 3 ounces here. We're good.
All right, so of the 2 remaining,
Yeah.
let's talk about who's bolder, who's softer, and is bold better or is soft better?
Depends on you.
It's all, you
Depends
know.
on what you're eating.
what is that? How's the saying go? Art is in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah.
Right? Did I even say that correctly? I mess those things up all the time.
Beer holder?
You know, the beer holder, the whiskey holder. You know.
I'm going to go back and forth a few times on this, but obviously the third one is softer. Obviously the middle one was vulgar.
So, I mean, within the category, obviously, they both sing just in different notes. Oh, now number 3 is giving me something on the back end that it wasn't giving me before.
It's like food. It elicits like a physical, like primal, like guttural response to it. You know, you're just like, it moves me, like you feel it in your core, and that does, like, for me.
Number 2.
You know, you just go like Tim the Toolman Taylor, showing my age.
The more I keep going back and forth here, are we supposed to say which one we like the best yet?
Not yet,
Yeah.
unless you already know. Like, be you.
I like both of them.
Okay.
I think they're both intriguing. The middle one is my favorite from beginning to end. Even though I love the softness of this and how drinkable, because a bottle would disappear accidentally. Like if my wife goes, "Do you want me to pour you a little more, honey?" and I'd look back and go, "I drink the whole bottle." That could happen very easily. But the complexity from beginning to end for me, the middle one.
It's like one of those ones you get mad about. You go to have a drink of it, and you just got the bottle, and you go to have a first drink for the night. You're like, who drank all? Why? Where did this go? Like, I just got that, and then you're like,
It was me.
I like it too much.
Well, you know, I think we've all had the nights where we drink, you know, we start out drinking 1 drink and then 2 and then 3 and then we're sampling and then 6 drinks later we're forgetting kind of where we started.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you go in for that smell and that nose and you can't sense it anymore because your senses are dulled. The second one is actually still on the nose. Over and above what?
Like this one tastes so faint, it's delicious.
It's still
Where
present.
this one's delicious, this one's like succulent. Like I keep tasting it. It's hanging in there for me.
All right. So are you voting for 2 or 3? Do you think?
Oh, 2 for
Two.
sure. And I just, for some reason, I'm like, if this guy's Winnie the Pooh, this is a grizzly bear for me. Like, it's
Ooh.
like this is good. Like Winnie,
So well
he's
said.
all about some honey, good times,
Yeah.
chill. He's so friendly. This grizzly bear, he's like kind of wild card. You don't know if you should mess with him or not. He brings a lot to the table.
I agree. Number 2 is my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do have a little a little thought though. I feel like number 1 is the most like its category. If you're thinking about malt whiskey, number 1 is most like it.
It's not manipulated as much.
It's not manipulated as much.
Like we
Correct.
said, it's straight on the money.
Straightforward.
It is what they do. They did it well. The other ones manipulated a little bit to where I needed to know more and I wanted to play with it a little longer.
There we go. So number
Don't
2.
take my toys.
Yeah. So number 2 for you too.
For sure.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So there we go. We're back. We're down to number 2 for everybody. So do we want to just go ahead and shot in the dark? Can we guess? Is this old or young?
Hold on, let me get one more little nip in here.
This is where we do the reveal. So.
That's the thing about the barrel finish, though. It can be tricky. It could be younger whiskey, but because they age it for 6 months and this cab barrel, a sherry barrel, and adds in
All right,
So,
this is
undiscernible.
humiliation station. Like we're just gonna go
Undiscernible.
for it now.
100%.
Yeah.
All right, so I mean, if I was thinking about it, I'd say we're 12 years plus on this one,
Okay. So this is a big
and
dog.
I think it could be 16. This could be 8 years old, and we look silly, but I think this is a little bit older.
So this, at minimum,
Because
this
it's bold,
drinks.
but it's not sharp. It's still got roundness to it. So I think it has a little more manipulation from the oak.
At minimum, this one drinks like a big boy,
It does.
like a grown up.
Yeah, for sure. I'd say. I think alcohol content. I think it still has a little bit of burn. It's not in a bad way at all, but I think it's still. I think it's around that 12-year mark, like you're saying.
What do we think about proof?
So 96.
I would say. I
90.
don't know if I'm allowed to use this range, but I would
Yeah.
say between 90 and 100.
That's what I was thinking.
You're. I think you're on to it. Mid 90s. Yeah, for sure.
All right. And do we feel like the grain is 100% malt, or do we feel like there's influence of something else?
I'm gonna need another refill.
Well, you can't until we do the reveal, but you're welcome to have a sip of mine.
Is it 100% malt?
Well, because this is usually where I would ask about the mash bill, and since we are drinking malt shop
We
whiskeys,
already
we
know
kind
what
of.
the-
I'm not sure if it's
I
100%,
don't
but
think
it's
it's
like
100,
it's definitely malt heavy. Like it's definitely a higher percentage.
And
Like I would not say that this is 100%. If you were putting a gun to my head, I wouldn't.
I would say maybe this.
And this is an important one because, malt whiskey translates across many different distillates and many different historical areas of the world. So do we feel like this one is from America?
I do not think this is Scottish. I do not.
I don't think it is either.
I do not think this one. Man, I'm having a hard time leaving the USA on this, but you throw yours in there.
No, I agree with you.
Go ahead. If we've got to say what we think, I think it is domestic. I think it's 12 years would be the floor, and I think it's not 100% malt, but I think it's moving its way in that direction, and that is my word, and I'm sticking to it until she tells me. But she told me there were edits, so if I'm wrong, we're gonna reshoot this portion just exclusively so that he and I look genius.
It's hard to say whether it's domestic or Japanese. I don't think it's
Right.
Scottish.
No, like
There you go.
it's literally flipping a coin for me, but I'm going gut. So, what do you think?
I'm so indecisive. Like you could be here all day.
Okay.
You could drink the entire bottle.
Are we ready for the reveal?
Let's just do it.
Only if we get refills when you show us the bottle.
Absolutely. All right, here we go. Your favorite, number 2, is...
It's straight ahead.
Good call.
So-
And what was such an underrated whiskey.
94. I said 96. We were right ahead. All right.
Such an underrated whiskey.
I
this guy.
love that was the favorite
That
because
is.
I love strand.
We talk about this. We were talking about this with the staff the other day. We were going through a whiskey collection and like, what stuff we want to move through. We want to get fresh. And we have this Diamond's Peak in this bottle, and we're like, we sell some of it. We find the people that trust us that want to try it, and it's like it's such a good whiskey, and we've kept it on our shelves for so long. I wish more people would.
Now,
reach
what's
out.
killing me is I can't remember because it's been a minute, but
Okay.
is there any specialty finish on that?
Okay, absolutely not. So this is the coolest thing.
That's what messed us up.
This
I
is-
thought for sure.
This is the coolest thing.
Yeah.
Is that, again, we've all sat at a bar, we've all tasted this whiskey.
Oh, yeah.
But have we tasted this whiskey within its category against its neighbors? No, we haven't. And it's shown through as the best. So it's 100% malt. There is no other grain.
Wow.
It's 100% made in America, in Colorado, in the Rocky Mountains. And so we think about that. We think about proof. You were spot on proof. But we think about, why does it stand up? Why does it have big shoulders? Probably just the care and
The dedication to make
No,
it.
dedication
I
thing.
am so happy that was unveiled because that's a sexy bottle and I've always
It
had.
really is. It's so good. I can't believe it's not barrel finished at all.
Right.
I
I
almost
just took another sip and I'm like, I still believe it, even though the label tells me it's not.
I almost wanted to do Diamond's Peak as well, but I really felt like I was like, this is gonna shock us all. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Well,
that would have been tricky right there.
All right, so we've got number 1. It seems like number 3 was our second favorite.
Yeah.
All right,
What are we gonna see?
do we have
I really
guesses?
want this to be Japanese so bad. I would look so cool.
It's gonna be tequila.
Bourbon barrel aged rum. We just got hosed.
Yes,
Oh,
exactly.
Here we go. Now,
All right, so do we think that it's old, young? Proof?
I don't know. I don't have any in my glass.
Oh, it's you pulled it away.
Oh, I did save it. I did save it.
Sweetheart.
I'm good. The second one I did polish off before we got to this port.
Well, it was clearly your favorite.
Yes, I like strand.
Number 3. This one's your number 3.
Thank you. What was the age statement on this?
Stranahan's is between 5 and 9 years old.
Damn it.
So it is a little bit older.
Yeah.
But think about that. Malt itself is almost like a nuttier, chewier
Yeah.
grain. It's more rapidly used to like fermentate. So maybe this is going to taste like a 12-year-old,
Yeah.
even though it's only 5 to 9 years old, because it's just not so much of a sticky or complicated grain.
Well, and what you
Makes
said,
sense.
it's the care they take during the process because, the only two things we actually got right were domestic and proof. You know, the 100% malt
And
and,
it's whiskey.
the finish. Oh, and it's whiskey.
And it's whiskey.
You know what? 3-2. That puts us at 60%
You gotta keep
accurate.
track of your wins.
That's a dub. I'm gonna put a W in the win. We're in the.
All right, number 3. Let's discuss.
Okay.
Do we think under 100 proof? I think yeah.
I think for sure.
For
Do
sure.
we think it's closer to 90?
I think it's under 9. Well,
I mean, are you
that's
thinking
too quick.
86? I mean, again, these games can be played on the front end and back end. I think it's lower too.
I didn't mean thumbs down. It's bad. Like a sub 90.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
so
I'm
90.
sorry.
Yeah.
Sign language,
And-
not my first
I
language.
mean,
So-
based on the color, this is where we look like.
Watch this one that we thought was so old. It was 5 9 years, and we're gonna say this is 5 9 years. Like, no, it's like a 18-year-old whiskey.
It's
No,
almost
no
like
way,
someone
no way.
who knows
There's no
whiskey
way.
set
There's
us
no
up.
way. There's-
Oh, I got you. Of course,
You're
I had
on
to
my
say
track.
that. I had to say that.
Trust your gut. Trust
Yeah.
your gut.
You know, I think it's a young Japanese.
Can I say
whiskey,
it's like between 5 and 100 years?
You
that
silly
count?
goose.
Okay, sorry.
You didn't even give me an over/under opportunity in there. Like it was literally like
It's trying
it's either
to cover
4
my
or
bases.
less, or it's 101 plus. Like,
Well, how about this? How about do we believe it's 100% malt?
I think it is. I think it's just treated
I
different.
feel like
Oh.
it's like I understand why people plead the fifth now whenever they're on trial. That's kind
Okay.
of where I'm at.
Okay. And do we feel like what do we think about casks, barrels, wood treatment on this one?
I think there still could possibly, I don't know, well, I'm thrown for a loop on that. Stranahan's, I feel like there still could be some barrel finish on there, but it's got to be something wider.
That was a stick in my bicycle spokes when I'm driving down the road. My friends messing with me, man. Like that one derailed my thought process a
Yeah.
little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say, sub 10 years.
Okay. So
If that's
yeah.
can I answer?
Sub
Is that
10,
right?
sub
Maybe a
90,
teenager.
sub
Maybe a
90,
teenager.
sub 10.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to say I do not think it's domestic.
Ooh.
You said you think it's domestic?
I do
That was
not
gonna be my-
think it's domestic. Again, I was wrong about that. I know I was right about the domestic part of the last one, but wrong
do you
in a
think?
couple of things.
They're going to show us stuff that tastes exactly like something that you would think it is what it is, but it's not what it is.
Yep.
Because they want to ruin our careers.
I'm ready to bring it.
Yeah. All right. I would say that's very I think it's probably classic Scottish.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go with it.
Are we ready?
Probably
No.
lost the first one, so
Are we ready for the reveal?
Yes.
no.
As long as we get another splash.
All right.
it's
So
Son of an action.
Scottish, Irish.
I did say it was not domestic. It's Irish whiskey.
you were correct on proof. So therein lies the cask.
Yeah.
Because this is triple cask. You have a virgin cask, you've got the sherry cask that produces that bubblegum rose, and then you have old, once used Jack Daniels barrels.
Yeah.
And they
fun.
blend all that together. However, the malt process is a little bit weird here. They do have 100% malt, but some of it is like a different grain, right? So
So I said 100%, but I think they treat it differently. So
Yeah.
that was not wrong. And I said not domestic, not wrong.
So it's
So I'm not
representative
off.
of the malt, but it's tricky because it's not necessarily Irish when you think of Irish
Correct.
whiskey.
Correct.
did you know that the Slane Irish Castle is like basically our Bonnaroo? Like they have rock and roll concerts there. To
I
this
don't
day.
because my friend Misty Blues never invited me.
Ah,
She
ah.
said,
Well,
Have you been to
I
Ireland
mean,
before?
I might have sat at the table in the
Dude,
castle.
Dublin.
It's not a
I'm
big
in the
deal.
hospitality industry. I can't afford Ireland, especially in this economy. What are we talking about?
Cocktail competition. That's how you get it. That's
That's
how
true. That's true.
Well, actually, it's another story.
Yeah.
All right, so if we know that 2 is
Yeah.
it's wowzers, right?
That's the banger.
It's
All right.
fantastic.
3, wonderful.
It was great.
All right. So,
And it's $20. It's a
Yeah.
great steal.
Value. That's what we look for in a lot of things in this industry.
what would be what was our number 1? We all said that it was the most traditional of the malt category.
It was most traditional. And I think it's 100% domestic. One of the things I wrote on there, and she's laughing because this is probably the one that's from Japan. No, but one of the things that I wrote down is local question mark. And I'm wondering, I felt like I got something charcoaly in there, and I was wondering if it's not something from
I
Tennessee.
think this is my number 1 here.
Yeah, it is.
And I'm wondering if it's something else that is treated differently under an old name that we all know and love. So I'm curious to see what this is.
The only thing I would say though is as traditional to malt as it tasted, it felt, it nosed, there was an essence of barrel in it.
Yep.
It gave you a little bit of barrel.
And I'm just wondering whose barrels those were based off of what I was tasting in there.
You know how smell is, tied to taste. It tastes like the smell when you walk into a rick house, I feel like.
Yeah. And we think this is young, old, middle of the road. We think this is over under 90 proof.
I just tasted it again, and I could go a couple different directions on this because the finish on it now, after everything else, again, it doesn't taste as young as I originally thought it was. But I wrote young in my corner of my tasting notes, and I wrote local ?
Did we just set the parameters to define what is young?
Young would be under 2 years.
Under 2 years?
A teenager.
I
Like a
just meant
teenager
under
is around
8
up to
years,
like
you know what I'm
6 to
saying?
8 years.
Okay.
I didn't think this was over 6, but that's
I
what I
think
put.
it-
I put
maybe
local
it
question
could be.
mark. I'm wondering if this isn't again something that's a curveball. That's something.
It
that
is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Like I told you. They're trying to ruin our foods.
Well, I hate to bring it to you guys.
Shit. This is Japan. No, I'm just kidding. Go for it.
This is made right in Versailles, Kentucky. This is Woodford Malt Bourbon, or whiskey, sorry.
I said regional, not local. Y'all did catch it. Just checking that. Okay.
But a lot of the things you said about it were accurate.
Yeah.
So they treat their barrel houses much like the Irish treat theirs. They heat and cool their barrel houses to produce an older flavor for younger whiskey, right? So you were spot on. You
It's
just
funny. I like that better than I like regular Woodford and double oaked. I like that better and I didn't know I did.
There you go.
And if I hadn't sat in this panel, I wouldn't have known I did.
There you go.
That was good. It was good. But this was the dog.
This is awesome because this just hammers home my desire to go back to our bar staffs at the restaurant and be like, let's push this whiskey. It's so good. Like, all right.
Like
Had
maybe
you
it's special.
known going into this what these whiskeys were, would you have tasted them the same way?
I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, especially as much as you've tasted, what we've done over the years, there's obviously biases that if you were like, oh yeah, we're going to take Slain Irish whiskey, maybe I'm telling myself that this is what I'm tasting, this is what I'm seeing. I don't know.
I think by process of deduction, I could have figured out which one was Slain if I knew these three were in here. But you
Oh, for
wouldn't know
sure.
which one because you knew that. But I will tell you, if I drink that blindly, there's not one chance I would have said Irish whiskey if I had 5 opportunities.
No, it did. It's not like,
was
it
the
is not
triple barrel,
characteristic.
Manipulation that threw me completely for a loop. And I love Irish whiskey.
I do too.
would not have said Irish whiskey was in that.
Oh,
set.
man, I'm all about some Irish whiskey.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for the free
We're
whiskey.
going to do a lot of these. You might not get to be with each other on the next panel. So enjoy it while you can, and I'll pour you another shot. How about that? Thank you guys so much. This is Misty Blue Stewart with Bourbon Plus. If you'd like to see more of this and hang out with more of these guys tasting some whiskeys, just hit the subscribe button on your YouTube channel and follow us for more adventures.